Hi, darlings. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel today. Today, I am journaling the fully known April Faith Art Box from Creative Retreat. And I am focusing today in Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 5. And I'm going to be journaling with this little piece that I had left over from a printable. Now, I love using the kits from Creative Retreat because it literally comes with everything you need: stamps, devotional content. It comes with alphas and cardstock stickers. But I'm going to add in this little printable to this kit because I think it matched perfectly. It's a picture of a mom holding a child. And because I am journaling in Jeremiah, the verse says, "Before I formed you in your womb, I knew you." And I thought it was perfect to go along with this verse. So I'm going to be adding that together. So I also pull out the things from the kit. I'm going to block off my verse to make sure that that is front and center. And then I'm going to see how I'm going to make this printable pop off the page. So I'm going to reach for some paper. And these are the swatches that come on the Faithfield Digital. So I'm just picking one that I think was going to make it pop off a bit. I love matting printables. It's just a way to really either add some color or also make those items pop off the page. It's kind of like outlining alphas. So this is going to make it pop. So I go ahead and add that to the yellow and I cut around that. And now I'm going to go ahead and add some color just to make that pop off even more. So double checking that my titles are going to fit on there. I'm going to lay those out and I'm going to grab the Wilted Violet Distress Oxide color. And I'm going to use that both for my title and also use that just to distress some of the edges on my printable piece here. So as you can see, I'm just scraping some of the edges, just distressing those. And this also helps so that the image will pop off the page. Now I'm inking up my stamp and I'm going to use the same violet color, that Wilted Violet Distress color, to ink up my stamp. First, I stamp it off to make sure that I'm going to get a good impression, and then I'll go ahead and stamp the first half of my title there. I'm just going to heat set that to make sure that I don't smear any of that color, and just checking where the second half of my title will go. And then I will add those to my stamp block once again, and then I'll ink those up and add that to the page as well. This Wilted Violet color is so pretty, and it's not an exact match to the purple in the kit, but I really think it pops just a bit more because it's a brighter purple. So I really love that color matching with this kit. So if you have that, definitely pull it out in your stash. Once again, I'm just drying down that color. Again, Distress Oxides may smear and they tend to ink up your hands too, so I'm just making sure. I'm going to now, I have a chalk ink that matches the teal in the kit, and I'm going to use that with a mix of the distress color Tumbled Glass, and I'm going to use that on the edges of the page, and I'm just adding some of that blue. Right now there's a lot of the purple that is on the title and on the sides or the edges of the image that was printed, and so I'm going to make sure that I'm adding some blues just to add more of the other colors, that element. Now that I have just added some of that color to the background and around the edges, I'm going to glue down my printable. And now I'm going to pick some other elements from the cardstock stickers to add to this page. I love this verse in Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 5. It says, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. And before I knew you were born, I consecrated you. I appointed you a prophet to the nations." And this is God speaking to Jeremiah. And this is the calling of Jeremiah. And I love how God tells him, I knew you before you knew, before the foundation of the earth, before you were in your mom's womb, I knew who you were. And knowing you, he's not just saying, I knew your name, but he's saying, I knew your character. I knew who you were, who you will be. And I know that this is the calling perfect for you. And I love that God knows us fully and he loves us fully. And I love that even though there may be flaws within us, he has known every inch, every hair on our head, every mistake, and every victory in our life. He has known it since before we were born, and he chooses to love us. I use some of the cardstock stickers there, the alphas, and I use those to kind of finish my title. So now my title finishes saying, I am fully known and wholly loved by God. And then I added the and the little flower next to that image of the mom and her child. And now I'm going to cut out a label from the Faithfield Digitals. I love these labels. I tell you guys that all the time. I use these for dates. I use these for cross references. I'm going to add this to the bottom of my page, bringing some more purple in, but also I'm going to use this to mark my date stamp. And then I'm going to add one of these wonky hearts. And so since my label is purple, I'm going to use the wonky heart that has yellow and blue, just tying in all of those colors together. I love that these hearts have two different colors. It makes it fun and adds different colors to the page. I'm just going to go ahead and outline that heart just to make it pop off more there. And then I'm going to use my black VersaMagic, or not VersaMagic, but VersaFine ink for that. Lastly, I'm going to use my tab punch to punch out a tab and place that at the top of my page. I'm going to use some yellow just to bring in some more yellow from the kit. And I also decide to use a word fetty at the top here. This is going to bring some blue up. So just working in those threes. I'm using the blue, I'm using the purple, I'm using the yellow, and this it just helps me spread some more of that color. This beautiful purple washi from the kit, tear it up a little bit, and I'm going to add that towards the bottom so I can anchor my tab up there. And then using my tiny attacher, I'm going to attach that tab at the top of my page. That is it for this page, darling. I'm going to add some of my journaling. If you're new here, I hope you consider subscribing. Hit the like button and the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. I am so thankful that you guys come here and meet me each and every video, darlings. Definitely leave me any questions below. I will link this kit if you have not picked it up. There's still time to do so. Here's a last look at my page. Thank you so much, darlings. God bless. Bye.